Good afternoon, everyone. It is March the 13th. This is, I think, fifth video we've posted for the Sebastiani Fencing Academy on Coach Paul. Because of the restructuring, some of you students are new to me. I don't actually know you, and I believe some of you are quite young. So I'm going to try to aim this more or less at the group that I taught who were sort of beginning intermediate, but I will try to keep it very simple for those of you that are still beginners or are young, and do the best you can. We're in unusual circumstances here, so we do the best we can. So the first thing we're going to do is, of course, physical warm-ups, as we always do. So we'll do some squat jumps. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's do three more. Down, up, and down and up. Good, and shake that out. Now let's roll our shoulders back, making big wide circles, and forward. I know in the beginning intermediate class we talked about going in opposite directions. That can be quite hard, especially if you're younger, but you can practice it again by pretending you're a crocodile, bringing your jaws together, and then hopefully continuing in that same circle. If you don't get it today, if you practice it for 1 minute, 3 times a day, you'll have it in a week. And reverse it. Excuse me. Roll your neck and reverse directions. We'll do some old-fashioned waist banding exercises. These don't do much except to sort of wake up your body. But they do remind us that you want your core engaged, which means you want your stomach muscles sort of tight or firm, not just sort of droopy. Monsieur Sebastiani talked a lot when I was training with him about the belt of steel, that is having strong abdominal or stomach muscles so that whichever way you're moving, your muscles are working with you and making your reaction as quick as possible, as opposed to slow, lax muscles that make it hard to get back. Let's check the on-guard stance. Feet are at right angles. Make a dotted line from your shoulders down to your heels. That's the minimum. You can have it a little wider than that. Your front heel should be in front of your rear heel, not to the side of your rear heel, but to the front, and then you step out. And you're bent nice and low. I'm sure all of you have seen videos or watched in real life a cat or a tiger or a lion and how they hunt. They crouch down very low, they're very focused, and when they go, they really go. And that is why so many martial arts use animals as their symbols, because animals are relaxed and focused, poised and ready, and off they go. When they go, they really commit. So check your stance. You're on guard like this. Your hand is prone, that is, your palm is more or less up. Your thumb is if it were a clock, your thumb would be about 1 or 2 o'clock. And your rear arm is up and relaxed. Bounce up and down. Keeping yourself very loose. We know that tension is the enemy of all performance, whether it's musical or drama or sports, chess, anything. Tension is not your friend, so be as relaxed as you can. Be conscious of shoulders and of fingers. We're going to advance and retreat. Of course, reminders: advance is 2 steps, front, rear, and retreat is 2 steps in the other direction, rear, front. Keep yourself very balanced. So do it with me, watch me. Go, advance, 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 retreat, 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 advance, advance, advance. 2 retreats, 1 and 2 and. 2 advances, 1 and 2 and. 3 retreats, 1 and 2 and 3. 3 advances, 1 and 2 and 3. Remember that as you're moving, your torso, the trunk of your body, stays very still. You'll notice I'm not doing this. Not like I'm dancing with a partner or something. I'm not moving at all. This is very still. Just my ankles, really, and my legs are doing the work. They're carrying me smoothly, like a horse. So 3 advances, 1 and 2 and 3, and 3 retreats, 1 and 2 and 3, and 3 advances, 1 and 2 and 3, and 3 retreats, 1 and 2 and 3. And relax. My students are used to this. If you're new to me, you can try it too. We call it's the non-dominant side. If you are right-handed, you're now going to switch and pretend that you are left-handed. And if you're left-handed, you're going to switch and pretend that you're right-handed. Dominant side, of course, means the side you write with or play games with. Non-dominant is the one that you don't do those things with. Some people are ambidextrous, as we know. They're sort of equal righty-lefty. You have to decide which way you're going to fence. Now do it with the other side. So this will be a little bit clumsier, of course, because you're not used to it. Get your on-guard stance in the non-dominant side. Advance, advance, retreat, 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 advance, advance, advance. 2 retreats, 1 and 2. 2 advances, 1 and 2. 3 retreats, 1 and 2 and 3. 3 advances, 1 and 2 and 3. Relax that. Now we'll look at the lunge. I'm going to have my foil for this, so I have changed the way I'm filming this, so I hope you can see my target here. Let me just check the camera. If you look to the left of your screen, you'll perceive this kind of yellowy pad. It's just a pillow I've taped to a pillar in my basement. A pillow on a pillar. I'm sorry, I'm skipping a step. We need to stretch the lunge. So we'll get on guard. Extend your arm and recover. Extend and recover. Extend. Notice when I extend, my hand is about shoulder height and pointing down a little bit. When I have a weapon in a minute, you'll see. Now I want you to extend your arm, pick up this toe, tap it for me just to make yourself mindful of it. Recover, extend, toe up, and you kick your leg straight and you push with your rear leg. And you lunge. Your knee continues to stay, like in the on-guard position, over your ankle. In this case, your rear leg is straight and your rear foot is flat on the ground. Both arms out. Let's stretch this a little bit. So push down on your rear leg. And then reverse it as if you're going to non-dominant side. Just pivot. And then back. Go a little lower. It's very important that you stretch all the time. Pivot. It's important for fencing, but it's important for any other sports you do. It's important for any performances you do. It's important for general health. The more flexible you are, the less likely you are to have any accidents. Go down as if you're a runner. Put your front shoulder next to your front knee if you can, like this. And stretch that out by pushing down with your hips and feeling the stretch in your front leg and the back, the hamstring. And reverse it. And come back. So that's the lunge. It's really, really helpful if you can devise some kind of target in your house, as I said last week. As I said, I have this pillow here. If you have a pad of some kind, or maybe you have one of those rubber dummies like we have at the club for some reason, or if you can concoct or create some kind of pad or target, super helpful. Even maybe just 4 layers of cardboard, put some duct tape over them. If you can tape them to a wall, that's often enough. Just something to hit against. Otherwise, you have to hit the molecules of the air, which you can do, but it's not as satisfying. So, fundamentals of the lunge. And we remember when we're learning, some of my students, of course, know how to lunge, but it always is worth revisiting. You learn in a spiral. You'll learn something new. You spiral back to review the old. You learn something newer than new. You go back to the first new, and then you spiral back to the old, and so on and so on. That's how we learn things. That's true in every area of life in terms of learning. So the extension of the arm is really sort of 3/4 about extending, at which point the toe comes up, you kick straight, and you push with this rear leg and you land. Ideally, you're keeping your shoulders over your hips. Of course, sometimes we lean. When you recover, you bend your arm, this rear leg collapses, and you come back very low, like you're in a 4-foot ceiling room, and you're ready for the next thing. Just like a cat on the hunt. So we'll do 5 of these. Watch me for the first 2. Extending, kick and lunge. Recover my arms, bend my leg, recover nice and low. Extending, kick and lunge. Recover my arms, recover my leg, bend my leg rather, and recover. Extend and kick and lunge. Recover my arm, bend my leg, and recover. So we'll do 5 of those. Assuming you have a target, please face your target. Obviously, when you're facing your target, you can't face me and watch me. You have to listen to the verbal command. 1 set of 5. Pretty slowly. Extending your arms coming out. Kick that toe up and kick and lunge. Check your balance. Bend your arm, bend your leg, and recover. You might need a small retreat depending on whether you slid or not. Second one. Extending, kick and lunge and hit. Recover your arms, bend your legs, and recover. Maybe a small retreat. Third, extending, kick and lunge. Recover your arms, bend your legs, recover nice and low, perhaps a small retreat. 4, extending, kick and lunge. Recover your arms, bend your leg, and recover nice and low. 5, extending, kick and lunge. Recover your arms, recover your leg, and relax. Let's try this on the non-dominant side. So even if you have a foil like this, put it in your non-dominant hand. If you have a French grip like this, it's a little bit easier. But in either case, it's really just to sort of get your brain working in an unusual situation. So we'll do 5 of those. You're on the non-dominant side. Extend, kick, and lunge. Recover, bend your legs and recover. Extend, kick, and lunge. Recover your arms, bend your leg, and recover. Extend, kick, and lunge. Recover your arms, bend your leg, and recover. 2 more. Extending, kick, and lunge. Recover your arms, bend your leg. Last one. Extend, kick, and lunge. Recover your arms, bend your legs, and recover. Okay. Let's do another set of a different kind of footwork. Very basic, very important. It's the advanced lunge. Not surprisingly, the advanced lunge is made up of an advance and a lunge. It is a change of tempo attack, by which I mean it starts slow or medium and then ends very fast. So it's sort of like you're going, hey, how's it going? And then you hit your opponent. You kind of lull them to sleep. So it looks like this. Advance, and then super fast, I'm going to be extending and kicking and lunging. So all together it looks like this. Advance, lunge, cover, retreat. Advance, lunge. You can feel how I accelerate and change the tempo. Slow, fast, cover, and retreat. Let's try 5 of those. Face your target, not too fast. Go, slow, fast. It's an explosion. Recover and retreat. Go, slow, fast. Recover and retreat. Again, the slow is the advance, the fast is the lunge. So it's advance, lunge, slow, fast. Go, slow, fast. Recover, retreat. Or go, advance, lunge, recover, retreat. Once more, advance, lunge, recover, and retreat. I'm going to stop the video for now, and I'll resume in the second segment.